Hey you, welcome to your yoga practice and welcome to my channel. My name is Tobi and today we have a vinyasa session in front of us that will be a bit more challenging in the beginning, and then we cool down and we chill and we stay in poses a bit longer and embrace a bit of calmness and find a bit of peace maybe through it. So if you have blocks for the last part or like a pillow or something you want to use, feel free to grab that. And otherwise, we will start immediately on our hands and our knees. So hands push into the ground, knees land under the hips, fingers are gripping the ground, and then slowly draw circles with your shoulders over the fingertips, over the hands. Try to find some engagement in the arms and the hands. Already feel some connection to the ground, to the mat below you. Draw the circles to the other direction if you haven't changed the direction yet. Then come back to the middle. Flip the hands around so the fingertips are pointing towards the knees. Inhale, gaze up, pelvis pulls up, belly button pulls down. You come into a cow shape back. Exhale, round your spine. Gaze down, maybe chin to chest, even pelvis rolls down. Inhale, gaze up. Find cow pose. Exhale brings you into cat pose. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale, find middle. Flip the hands around again. Sit back to the heels. Shake out the hands for a moment. And then pull the elbows in. Right hand grabs the left arm. We only want to use the left wrist. You can keep the hands open or you can also make fists. And then draw very controlled and small circles through the wrist. First one direction. Rest of the arm stays static. Only the wrist moves. Draw the circles to the other direction. And let go of the arm, shake it out and switch to the other hand. Left hand grabs the right arm, right hand opens or stays closed, and then draw circles. Small and controlled, only through the wrist. Other direction. And then shake it out. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, pull the elbows down. Inhale, reach for the ceiling, for the sky above you. Exhale, pull the elbows down. Inhale, arms up, last time. Exhale, pull it down. Open the arms up to both sides. Right arm comes under the left arm in front of you, and then the right arm hooks around the left arm again, and you find Garudasana arms, like eagle arms, we call it in yoga. And then you try to pull the shoulder blades apart a bit more, maybe even bring the elbows up a bit more. And really pull the arms away from you. If you can't hook the hands or bring the palms together, just bring the back of the hands together. That's also working quite well. Release the arm and find the knot into the other direction. So left arm under the right arm, and then you hook around. You can bring the palms together. Feel free to do so. If you can't, bring the backs of the hands together. Again, pull the shoulder blades apart, elbows slightly up maybe. And really try to breathe into the space in between the shoulder blades. And then slowly release the arms, shake them out. And then let the hands land in front of you again. The backs of the feet push into the ground, the hands and the fingers push into the ground, float the knees. Keep them floating. Keep the core active, just for a moment. Just to find some engagement. Find some connection to your body, to your physical form, to your breathing as well. And then flip the feet around and push yourself back up in your first downward facing dog. Find a moment to arrive here. Pedal out the legs. Swing the hips around maybe. Get comfortable here. Whatever helps you. And then find your downward facing dog. Long spine. Hip is pushing up and back. If you feel like you're quite rounded, feel free to bend the legs more and then push the hips back and up. Inhale, roll forward into your plank pose. Exhale, knees sink down, but don't touch the ground. Shift back and up, downward facing dog. And go a couple more times through this motion. Motion is lotion. Move through it. Roll forward. Shift back with control. You move forward. And you shift back. You move forward. And then you find your plank pose. Heels drop over to the left side. Pull the right arm up to the sky. Side plank pose on the left hand. Push yourself out of the left shoulder a bit more. Push the hips more forward. Right hip is pulling up to the sky. Stay here just for 2 more breaths. Slow and control. Pull the right knee in. Step the right foot forward to the front of the mat. Left knee drops to the ground. Come up. Low lunge Anjaneyasana. Arms pull up to the sky. Bring your hands to the back of the head. Pull the elbows back and then try to lean into the hands. Maybe push the back of the head even more to the space behind you. Maybe shift even the gaze up a bit. And pull the elbows also back. Release the hands, bring the hands to the ground. Straighten both legs as much as you can, long pyramid pose. Right leg is as strong as you can master it right now. If it's not completely long, it is completely fine. Bend the right leg, push the right knee as much forward as you can, sink into your hips, hands walk forward, fingertips on the ground, and then shift your upper body forward. Keep your upper body low and then pull the left leg up. We are in a standing split. Right leg can be slightly bent here as well, but you can also try to straighten it. Let the left foot land beside the right foot. Bend the legs. Come up, Utkatasana chair pose. Find your chair. And sit low to the heels, come onto the toes. Open the knees up, sit back to the ground. Straighten both legs. Low boat pose. Pull yourself up, high boat. Low boat, high. Low, high, just 7 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull yourself up, cross your legs, roll forward, hands land, step back, downward facing dog or a vinyasa to finish off the round. And we meet back in downward facing dog. Roll forward into your plank pose. Heels drop over to the right side, left arm up to the sky. Side plank on the right hand. Push yourself out of the right shoulder. Try to breathe here. Try to be here. Try to allow yourself to be here. Also in a hard place. Keep the engagement in your core. Pull your left knee in slowly. And step it to the front of the mat. Right knee lands, rise up, Anjaneyasana low lunge. Hands come to the back of the head. Pull the elbows back and then lean your head into your hands. Gaze maybe slightly up. Elbows pull back. 2 breaths here. And slowly release. Bring the fingertips to the ground. Straighten both legs as much as you can. Take a moment here. Settle in. And then shift forward, push the left knee forward, fingertips crawl forward, upper body stays close to the leg, and then lean forward, pull the right leg up, standing split. Stay here for a moment. Find a good stretch in the backside of your left leg. Let your upper body drop down. And slowly the right foot lands beside the left foot. Legs are bent. Rise up, Utkatasana, chair pose. Come onto the toes, sit down to the heels, open the knees up, sit back, low boat pose, straighten the legs. Pull yourself out of it again, high boat. Low, high, low, high, just 7 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Find your high boat, cross the legs, step back, downward facing dog, or vinyasa. Nice job. Roll forward into your plank pose. Heels drop over, find side plank pose. Pull your right knee in, step your right foot forward, let the left knee drop, rise up, Anjaneyasana. Hands to the head, lean into the hands, pull the elbows back. Lean forward, fingertips land, straighten both legs out. Push the right knee forward. This time we push the upper body forward, the left leg floats. Pull the hands to your heart. Find crouching warrior. Gaze slightly forward. Then pull your left knee in, find balance on your right foot at the top of the mat. Now, slow and controlled. Take as much support as you need. If you need a block or the ground in front of you, feel free to bring the hands down. Left knee opens to the side, upper body goes forward. You straighten the left leg out to the space behind you. Right hand pulls down, finds the block or the ground. Left arm pulls up to the ceiling. You find half moon pose with as much support as you need. And then bend the right leg. Left foot lands at the end of the mat. Rise up. Warrior 2. Lean back. Peaceful warrior. Elongate the right side body. And then pull the right hand forward. Left hand pulls forward as well. Active side angle pose. Hold yourself here. Sink more into your left leg. Into your right leg, I'm sorry. Hold it for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left hand lands on the ground. Roll to the outside of the left foot. Pull the right leg in. If you want, step over wild thing pose. Come back to the middle, both hands, both feet land, vinyasa. Find your downward facing dog and then roll forward. Both heels drop to the right side, left arm pulls up to the sky. Side plank pose. Same on this side. Pull your left knee in. Step your left foot forward. Right knee lands, rise up, Anjaneyasana. Hands to the back of the head, pull the elbows down, lean into your hands. Release, lean forward, straighten both legs. Bend the knee, push it forward, shift your upper body forward, right leg lift off the ground. If you can, pull the hands to the heart, crouching warrior. Pull your right knee slowly in, find balance at the top of the mat on your left foot. Same thing here. Take as much support as you need. Bring the hand to the ground or onto an object. Right knee opens to the right side, upper body leans forward, straighten the right leg to the space behind you, roll the right hip up. Half moon pose. Right arm pulls up to the sky. Bend the left leg, step the right foot back. Warrior 2. Find it. Lean back, elongate the left side body. Peaceful warrior. Roll forward, left arm pulls forward, right arm pulls forward. Active Pajra Konasana, side angle pose. Breathe here. Be in the moment. Connect with your physical form. Right shoulder rotates down, right hand lands, roll over the outside of the right foot, pick the left leg up. If you want to, step over wild thing pose. Slowly come back to the middle, both hands, both feet land. Vinyasa. Flow through it. Find your downward facing dog. And then roll forward again. Find plank pose. We will sink into chaturanga. You can bring the knees down to the ground or keep them floating. Bend the arms, find the halfway position. Chaturanga. And push up again. Sink into the chaturanga. Push up again. Chaturanga, 90-degree angle in your arms. Push up. Chaturanga. Push up. Chaturanga. Push up. Last one we hold. Chaturanga, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Find your swings pose. Hands land on the ground. Elbows land under your shoulders. Roll the shoulders back. Pull the ground towards you. Belly button forward. And then slowly pull your left knee in. Find a kind of 90-degree angle between your leg and your upper body. And then push the right hand into the ground, straighten the right leg, straighten the right arm out, and bring the left arm through the window of the right arm. So the left hand walks to the right side, and then you drop down onto the left arm, the left shoulder, sandwich it between yourself and the ground. And stay here for a moment. Breathe into it. We have a mix of hip opening and shoulder release here. If this is too intense, go out of it or come out of it slightly. Slowly pull yourself out of it. Find the middle again, find your swings pose. And let the left leg become long again. Pull the right knee in. Same thing on this side. Half frog pose in the right leg. Straighten the left arm. Bring the right arm through the window of the left arm. Right shoulder drops down. Left hand can crawl forward a bit more. Let the upper body sink down. Sandwich your right arm between your chest and the ground. Slowly come out of it. Find your swings pose, both legs long again. If you want to, you can straighten the arms from here. Let the forearms lift slightly. Bring the gaze slightly up. Then drop the forearms. Shift back onto the knees and walk yourself back. Turn around to the long side of the mat. Knees wide as you can master right now. Land on the inside of the feet. Feet a bit wider than the knees. You can stay on your hands or you can drop down onto the forearms for frog pose. And then you try to shift your pelvis, your bum back to the space behind you. Push into the hip space, but also try to sink down to the ground. If you need more, shift more back. If you need less, shift more forward. And if you feel like you can walk your knees further apart, feel free to do so as well. We will stay here for a bit. So find a position that works for you. And if you have sensible or sensitive knees, put some cushioning under it. Find your breath again. Slow and steady. Don't go too hard in this pose. This can be quite intense, and it will be even more intense if you stay in the pose longer. So don't push yourself too much right now. Ease into it. We'll stay here for another 15 seconds. Slowly shift forward, bring the feet together, and then move out of it. Come onto the hands, shift to one side, bring the legs forward. Let the hands land behind you, and then drop the knees to the left and right side like windshield wipers. A couple times. And then find middle. Right leg pulls in, lands in front of you. Left shin lands in front of the right one. If you can, you try to bring the feet in the same line as your knees. And then you lean forward. Find Sukhasana, forward fold here. If you feel like you need more, stack the left foot on top of the right knee, but keep your ankle straight. And then you can stay upright if this is enough for you, or you lean forward. For me, staying upright and bringing some pressure onto the left knee is enough. But the option that I showed you before is also plenty. Find your breath here, sink into it with your breath, deeper and deeper over time. Release tension. Become softer. We have the engaging and more active part behind us, and now we chill into poses. We breathe. We ease into poses without a lot of effort. Slowly come out of it and switch the legs. Either you can bring the left shin in front of you and the right shin in front of the left and fold forward, or you stack the right foot on top of the left knee. And you can sit upright, bring some pressure onto the right knee, or you can also lean forward if you have the capacity to do so. Choose your options. Commit to them and ease into them. Slow and easy breath. Slowly come out of it. Release the legs. Turn around to the short side of your mat again, and then sink onto your back. Let yourself land. Pull your knees to your chest and hands grab for the for the outsides of the feet, and you pull the feet down slightly for happy baby pose. We already did quite a bit of hip opening, so you maybe feel that already, or you feel a bit more depth, which could be nice. Release the feet, open the arms up to both sides. If you want to, we can go into Garudasana legs, so eagle legs. Right leg comes above the left one, and the right foot tries to hook behind the left shin. And then you drop the knees over to the left side. If this is too intense, feel free to find another variation of twist. Maybe just stack the knees or straighten the left leg out. Gaze can go up to the sky or to the right hand. Try to ground the right shoulder and let the knees sink down lower. Slowly come back to the middle. Release your legs and find the other side. If you want the eagle legs, left leg above the right one, and then you hook the left foot under your right shin or calf. And then you drop the knees over to the right side. Ground the left shoulder and let the knees pull you down and intensify the twist over time. Close your eyes already if it feels right for you. Find some calmer mental space, some peace within yourself. Slowly come back to the middle. Unravel your legs. Let them land. And we will find the last pose. This could be a normal Shavasana. You let the legs land. You let your arms, your head land. And you just find Shavasana. If you have blocks or a bolster or a pillow, you can set yourself up and have the upper body a bit more elevated, which is quite nice. I like to build like a T with blocks. So the lower block is vertical, the other one is horizontal. You find the height that works for you, and then your spine will land on the vertical block, kind of in between your shoulder blades. The head lands on the other one. And then you can straighten the legs out. What I like to do is bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees splay open in Supta Baddha Konasana. But feel free to find the pose that works for you right now. You just want to lay down. Awesome option. Find your final resting space and then sink into it. Release tension. Get softer, physically and mentally. Then find your Shavasana. for you to stay in your final resting pose way longer. When you come out of it, be careful, slow about it. And take a moment to gratitude. Take a moment for gratitude after you practice. Maybe for the time you took for yourself, maybe for your body that moved you through the practice, or maybe just for another day on this wild planet. Thank you so much for your time, for the effort you put in today, and I would love to see you on the mat very soon again. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace out.